48 hours can change careers, rewrite transfer records, and send entire fan bases into a tailspin, and that is exactly the pressure mounting over 22-year-old Fermin Lopez as Chelsea press Barcelona for an answer. The story is mercilessly simple and brutally urgent. Stamford Bridge have set a tight deadline. Reports say Chelsea want a decision quickly and are ready to test Barcelona's resolve with a formal proposal. While Camp Nou insist any departure would have to meet a valuation that reflects the player's rise. Fermin was not always a headline, but he has become a meaningful presence in Barcelona's midfield, a homegrown talent who pairs technical flair with positional discipline and who, at 22, carries both immediate utility and future side vote. For Barcelona, letting him go is not a routine sale. It is the possible loss of an integrated piece of their project, a player who learned the club's methods in La Masia and whose development is woven into their sporting plans. For Chelsea, who are reshaping under Enzo Maresca, the midfielder represents a clean, youthful option to inject creativity and balance into a squad still finding its identity. Between the two positions sits a yawning financial gap. Barcelona have reportedly placed a floor around Euros 70 million, a number that signals how highly they rate him, while the Blues are prepared to negotiate in a range closer to Euros 50-58 million. That discrepancy is not just numbers on a spreadsheet. It is leverage, pride and planning colliding. Barcelona's sporting directors must weigh immediate cash against the cost of weakening the midfield template and the time and money required to recruit a comparable replacement. Chelsea must weigh whether accelerating their rebuild justifies stretching the budget or whether they will let the moment pass and redirect resources elsewhere. For the player, the calculus is intimate and career-defining. Choosing Stamford Bridge could mean testing himself in the Premier League, greater global exposure and a fresh tactical environment. It could also risk moving to a club in transition where minutes are not guaranteed, expectations surge and adaptation is relentless. Staying at Camp Nou would preserve continuity, a familiar development pathway and the chance to cement a legacy at a club that prizes its icons, but it could also mean slower individual progression if competition for minutes remains fierce. Beyond the two clubs, the outcome will ripple across the summer market. A sale at Barcelona's price would raise the market benchmark for La Masia graduates, potentially pricing out offers and reshaping negotiation postures. A compromise closer to Chelsea's number would embolden buyers and underline the raw bargaining power of Premier League spending. Fans will argue about loyalty and ambition, pundits will pass balance sheets, and sporting directors will revise spreadsheets. As the clock winds down, the possible immediate scenarios are clear, but consequential. Fermin gives the green light and Chelsea lodge a formal bid, launching a high-stakes negotiation. Barcelona stand firm, and the Blues either improve or walk away, altering both clubs' plans. Or a compromise deal surfaces that leaves both sides claiming partial victory. Whatever the immediate result, the larger story is a snapshot of modern football, where a young player's future, club strategy and market dynamics collide in public under deadlines and headlines. Tonight's decision will say as much about the player as it does about two clubs' appetite for risk, the market's tolerance for big money youth investments, and how quickly plans can pivot once the transfer machine turns. The clock is counting, fans will watch social feeds and official statements, and within hours, the transfer section will look very different. Tell us what you think. Should Fermin seize the Premier League opportunity now, or stay to build his legend at Barcelona? The countdown is on, and by the end of today we will finally know.